All right, salsa aficionados. Let's continue with our casino dancing course. In this lesson, we will learn how to do our basic steps. So, Professor Armando, what do we need to do the basic steps?
Very well, Mari. To do our basic steps, we're going to do some exercises that will help us define what is a basic step, which are the 4 essential basic steps, and how to do some exercises that will help us dominate or master the basic steps, which is very important because that is what we'll be doing with our feet while we dance casino. So, which are the 4 essential basic steps? We're going to see the basic step or son basic step, the Patipami or for you, for me, the laterals, and finally, the diagonals behind. Very well. In order to start our basic steps, let's do a quick skim through of our coordination and marching skills so we know how to connect these exercises with the basic steps. We're gonna turn so your feet are the same as ours. Let's use our left hand to touch our right knee and start alternating with the beat of the music. And pa, 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 pa. Your elbow backwards. Now let's go up. Only our heels, up and down. And all our foot. Excellent. Now let's do a change of time so we are on the music. First of all, let's do 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause with the music. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and stop. This way, we are now on the 3 times of the music. To define what is a basic step, first we need to know that our first foot is gonna go to a different direction. Our second foot is gonna march on the same place. And the third foot is gonna return to the original position. This way, a basic step or the son basic step would look like this. Let's do just the first step. 1 on your second time, we do on the same place 2, and we return on 3. This way, we are alternating our foot every time. Our next 3 times would be 5 on the same place 6 and close on 7. Now, one important thing to consider. Our first time on basic step has to be with a little diagonal without going further than the other foot. It's very important not to cross it so our style remains natural. The second time is very important always to march it on the same place, so we do the change of weight, we always do, and return our left to the same place we started. It's very important to do this opening and not just purely backwards, so we do this change of weight. Now let's do our right, and 5, 6, 7. Continue. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Very good. Let's try to do this again with the time of the music. First waiting for an 8 in the music and then going backwards with our left. It's very important to notice also, we can do the first step with our left or with our right. It depends on which time do you decide to start dancing, or if you're a guide with one in left and interpreter with one in right. It will depend when you decide to dance. So right now, don't worry. Let's try to do it with left or with right. But for now, let's do one with left. 1, 2, 3, basic step. And 1, 2, open. 5, 2, open. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's continue. And now let's do some move around with our basic step to know or to practice different directions with the same movement. First of all, let's go forward, maintaining our basic step. Now let's go backwards. Pa, 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 open. Let's turn clockwise without missing our direction of the basic step. Very good. To the other side. Very good. Now let's try to open in 3. Open, pa, pa, open, pa, pa, open. Open a little more. Very good. Basic step, pa, pa, ah, and stop. So that was our basic step, also known as son basic step, which will help us do our neutral point while we dance casino. Let's try now the second basic step, which is Patipami, also known in English, let's say, as a direct translation as for you, for me. This comes because when we dance in a couple, when I go towards my partner, it will be called Pati or for you, and when she comes to me, it's gonna be for me or pa mí. The complete name in Spanish would be para ti, para mí, but it's cut, so it's gonna be just pa mí, pa ti. Okay? Sorry. Yeah, no, it was Patipami. Sorry. Now let's try to do it first this way, so your feet is the same as ours. And let's go first with our first time. Going forward with our left, it's going to be 1, and on your place 2, and return on 3. Next feet, 5, 6, 7. Very important, either going while we do any basic step, it's very important to note that we're not going to open or move our first foot more than 1 feet away. Very important that this doesn't happen. For example, I'm gonna face this way so you know what's the difference. First time, it's gonna be 1 and not 1. If we open more than a foot away, we can displace ourselves, but the most important thing, it's gonna be more difficult for you to do the weight exchange, okay? So, and your style is gonna be a little bit forced, okay? Let's try to do it no more than a foot away, so we maintain the natural movement of the marching while we do the basic steps. So, again, 1, 2, 3 forward, and 1, 2 close, and 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 2 close, 1, 2 close, 5, 2 stop. Very good. Let's try to do it with the music. Wait for an 8, and forward with your left. 1, 2, 3. Patipami. Forward, backwards. 1, 2 close, 5, 2 close for you, for me. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now let's do some exercises, moving around. First, doing some turns clockwise. Very good. Always forward with left, always back with your right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now the other side, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, back, forward, back. Very good. Now, we're gonna move around with our basic step without missing our front. Circula Patipami. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. This is moving around in circles without moving our front, okay? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Let's return to our Patipami and forward, backwards. Let's try to move to our right and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now to our left. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's return. 1, 2, 3. Stay with Patipami. And finally, we're gonna move around with march, going forward and backwards. And we're gonna call it going forward as voy arriba, going backwards as voy abajo. Okay. Voy arriba, going forward. March, march, march. Going backwards, voy abajo. Very good, march. Forward, back, and march. Voy abajo. Very good. Very important to do the Patipami. Forward. Very good. One more time. Going backwards, Pati. Going forward, Pami, Patipami, Pa. Very good. Stop there. That was our Patipami basic step. Many of our close position figures in in our partner work are gonna use the basic step Patipami. So it's very important to practice it. Let's go to another essential basic step, which is laterals. Let's begin to know how to do it step by step. First time with your left, it's gonna be one opening on the same place, two, and close with left. The other side, right open on your place with left, close with right. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Stop. Very important, as always, try not to open one foot further than normal to maintain the weight exchange as natural as possible. This means not as this much, it can be as this much, but not further, okay? Very good. 1/8 and start with your laterals. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, open left, and lateral, lateral, 1, 2, 3, open, close, open, close. Let's go forward. Let's walk around with laterals. Ba, ba, ba. Backwards with your lateral. Very good. Turn around with laterals. Ba, 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The other side. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Always maintain the natural movement of your torso and hips. Very good. Now let's cross on the third time like this. Open, cross, open, cross. You can go backwards in your second time so you feel it more comfortable. Open back, cross, open back, cross. Very good. Let's continue. And on the third time, while we cross, we're gonna turn or face to that way, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, turn, 1, 2, turn, ba, 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 ba. Okay, let's return to our laterals. And lateral. Now let's march and move ourselves to the left and to the right. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3. Let's bounce back. Ba, 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 march. Ba, ba, ba. Bounce again. Ba, ba, march. Ba, ba, ba. Bounce with the lateral. Ba, ba, ba. Very good. Let's stay there. And laterals. And stop. Very good. That was our third basic essential step. Now, let's go with the last one, which is diagonals behind. This one is very important, especially for for intermediate movements we'll do with our couples, and one movement very important in close position also for the interpreter. So this movement is very important to know that we're gonna do 45 degrees turns, let's say, or 90 degrees in total, like this. First, our body's gonna move towards this direction, that means the diagonal, or 45 degrees from where we started, and our foot is gonna go backwards, contrary to that direction. Your left first, and 1. On your place, 2, and let's turn to the next diagonal, okay? That would mean that was first 45, the next 45, or the sum of it 90 degrees, okay? Now we're facing this way, we're gonna go back with our 5 on the same place, and return next diagonal, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and stop. Very important to know, or to be very careful not to just turn your feet and your torso stays behind. Very important that we avoid doing like this our feet or our legs. It's very important to know that all our body is gonna move in a block, always maintaining the natural movement or the organic movement of the whole body. Let's do it again, now with the time. Wait for an 8. 1, 2, 3, diagonals behind. 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, turn. Always to the diagonal, and always in a block without missing your organic movement. Very good. Now let's move around. First forward with our diagonals. Very good. Now backwards. Diagonal behind, diagonal behind. Very good. Now we're gonna do a bounce or a change of place to do 4 different directions called enchuflate, okay? This means that first with our left, we're gonna do a bounce like this. Enchuflate, bounce there, and once again, let's try it again. Let's go. Enchuflate. 1, 2, 3. Again. Enchuflate. Again. Bounce there with enchuflate. Once more. Enchuflate. Very good. Let's stay with diagonals. Let's try it with our right. And enchuflate. Very good. Enchuflate. Once more. One last time. Very good. To the left. Enchuflate. Again left, enchuflate. Bounce there. Very good. One more time. And now let's try it with the right. Last time. Enchuflate. Enchuflate again. Very good. One more time. And last time with the right. Let's stay there with our diagonals. Now let's try to do some coordination with our arms without missing our diagonals. First, let's do one hand, let's extend one hand to one side and to the other. Hand, hand, very good. Hold your arm, you extend your arm. Very good. Now we're gonna clap twice here. Pa, pa. Extend, clap. Extend. Very good. After we extend, let's go with both of our arms. Pa, up. Pa, up. Very good. After we clap, we shake. Pa, up, clap, shake. Pa, up, clap, shake. Let's return to our diagonals. Diagonals. Very good. Now let's again extend and clap. Very good. Pa, pa. After we extend, both of our arms go up. Pa. Let's go, let's go. Very good. Now after we clap, shake. Pa, up, shake. Pa, up, shake, and stop. Very good. Those were the 4 basic steps, the 4 essential basic steps. It's very important to note there are several other basic steps that can be done defined by the direction of either of our foot. So it's very important to now concentrate on these 4 basic steps because they're gonna be predominantly used on the first beginners and intermediate figures will do as a couple. Okay? Very important to also know that you can repeat this video as many times as you need in order for you to master the basic steps so you feel confident while we do the following turns we are gonna do. Very important also that we're just missing one more tool to do to know how to move our feet during casino, which are the turns, or also called the vuelta and giro, which is our next lesson. So let's see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye.